Okay, so here are the connections on the rear of the AN4. Firstly, on the left-hand side, you've got your antenna input. So you run the cable for your aerial from the wall directly into that. Then next you have an antenna out, so you can run an auxiliary cable from that box to another unit that you want to have power with, whether it's your TV or a DVD player or whatever. So you can run it that way as well. Next to that you have your rear USB port. You can use that to run a dongle for a wireless keyboard and mouse. You can use it to power up multimedia, various other bits and pieces. Then you have your coaxial audio input, so that you want to run coaxial cable from a stereo or whatever, you can run it into that. Next you have the jack for your composite cables. You can plug your cable if you want to use straight into that. So there's a jack that you put into the end of it, which is the black component of it, and then the other side, which is your red, yellow and white, you would then plug into your TV for your connection. Next to that we have a LAN connection, so you can actually use a LAN Cat5 network cable to actually connect to the internet via your network. However, this unit does have a built-in Wi-Fi, so you don't need to use your LAN if you don't want to. There is also an HDMI port, as I said before. If you wish to, you can connect this unit direct to your TV via HDMI, but it is an optional extra. It's not included with the unit. Next, on the side of the unit, we have the jack where you plug in your power cable, and on the other side of that you have your secondary USB, which you can use to plug in external hard drives, flash drives for viewing multimedia, but you also use this one, you can use this one to record, as well as the back one. And that's pretty much all the connections on this unit. Okay, so once you've actually set up your SRT AN4 and connected it to your TV, you can then turn your TV on and power up the AN4 with your remote, and making sure that you set your TV to the right input source. So this is your home screen that you get. You've got various bits and pieces. You've got your Watch Live TV, your various social media, so Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You've also got Shoutcast Radio and Play Movies. You've got the Android Play Store, or the Android Market, as a lot of Android users will know it as. And you've also got the direct links to your catch-up TV. Most people who have used an Android TV or a tablet will be fairly familiar with the setup that we've got here. We've also got down the bottom to play your music. You've got your gallery, so if you put photos on a USB, you can play them as a slideshow or whatever. Same with a video player for movies and things like that. You have, of course, got your browser, which is a Google Chrome browser. People who have used that will be very familiar with it. The internet's not set up at the moment, so we will jump out of that and we'll come back to that. Then you have your settings, which is again very, very similar to how you set up an Android phone or tablet. So you've got your sound, your display, your various storage, any apps that you may have installed on your phone. At the moment there's only the Adobe Flash Player and Winamp, but you can add to that as you go through. Your storage, what your total space is, any USB cards or anything like that's on there. You can erase your internal storage, which we don't recommend, your external storage and so forth. You've also got your language input, so you can put your spelling correction on, whether you want to use a Android keyboard or various other types of keyboards. Your backup and reset, your date and time, currently set to default as automatic date and time, so it will pick up where you are, the date, etc., once it's on the net. Your time zone, it's currently set for Australian Eastern Daylight Time, and it's in a 24-hour format. So you've got all your different options there that you can go through and change. There's also about the AN4, so that gives you your status, model number, your version for your Android, which is obviously 4.0, various other bits and pieces as well. So that's all in there. If you want to go and change your sound volumes and things like that, you've also got your display settings as well. So you can put it to sleep after a certain amount of time. You could set and change your wallpaper, so you don't have to have the default wallpaper that comes with it. You can set it to whatever you want. And that just then takes you back to your home screen. Okay, so let's get some of these settings set up so that we can get this on the internet. So if you go back into your settings, go into your Wi-Fi, go across to your Wi-Fi and turn it on. It'll automatically start scanning for any Wi-Fi that's available in your area, and it's automatically picked this one up. You will be asked or prompted for a password for your Wi-Fi access. So you can put your password in either using the virtual keyboard, as you can see is just popped up on the screen, or you can use a wireless keyboard and mouse. So we'll just pop that in and get it connected. Okay, so once you've put your password in, you can then go and connect. You'll also notice just under where the password is, there's a show password. If you go and click on that, you can actually see what you're typing in, just in case you make a mistake or whatever. So if you go along to connect, just using your arrow buttons, that will then connect you to your Wi-Fi network and start obtaining all the information. And it's now currently connected, and it's as easy as that to get it on a Wi-Fi network. So just use the back button and get out of that, and that takes you back to your main screen. Of course, from your home screen, if you go into your little Android icon up the top there, you can get into all your apps. Or you've got all your iView, 10, 9, catch-up TV, etc. that's on the home page. You've got your Gmail account, calculators, clock, your search, maps or places. You can go in and you can look at various maps and all the rest of it. You've got search, and you would just go through there for all your apps that are installed. Your widgets, various ones that you bookmark, your clock that we've got listed up, Facebook and so forth. So they're all listed in there as well. There's your flash play, your gallery, your get jar, which is another app market, and any games you put in there, they would come up there as well. You can also set up your email, whether that's a Hotmail account or just a MSN account or whatever email you've got, you can set it up from there. Okay, so if you don't like your background settings, you can go in through your settings, display, change wallpaper, and there's a few there that are set up that you can go in and you can just pick whatever you want to do. Just set that as your wallpaper, and there you have as a new wallpaper. You can of course always go in and pick a photo out of your gallery, and you can set that as your wallpaper as well. So just set as, change it, modify it, move it around, make it a bit bigger. Save it. Might just take a second because it's actually quite a large file. And there you have that saved as your wallpaper as well.